Fucking watch your fucking back,
don't make threats to me, buddy.
Kill you, boy.
Will you? Would you like this call's recorded and we'll go to the police?
Think I give a fuck? I will kill you.
Go for it.
Mark my fucking words if you don't stop.
Go for it, mate. You need to get your mother some help.
I do have skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
G'day everyone. Right, this is probably the first time I've actually had to deal with something like this or deal with maintaining my innocence, but it's come to that. So it would appear that there has been a falling out. I've been getting numerous comments from people telling me that's upset with me. Well, quite frankly, if she has a problem, that's her problem. I can't control what she does, tell her what to do, have her think what she likes, or anything of that nature. The issue with Adrian started from about the end of May, I suppose. The conference went well on the 27th and 28th of April, the Flat Earth Conference. At the end of the conference, when I was saying goodbye to everyone, I told it's probably going to take me about a month to edit and process and get everything synced up and to create what I've now created. There was 5 speakers and a debate on Sunday. There were 10 performances with Mike that she worked really hard on, and personally, as far as the performances are concerned, I didn't mind the singing. I thought it was a really nice voice. She might not have got as much applause as she may have thought or hoped, because everybody was quite frankly sitting down enjoying their meals and having good conversation. That's part of a jazz singer, I would have thought, is just to provide background entertainment and music, which is what she did. Given that she promoted it solidly for the 2 months that myself and her that went out doing what we call flat smacking every weekend with the public boards and signboards that I'm sure you've all seen. Did the rocket. I made the road sign for her that's gone missing. You know, and I fucked my back up doing the rocket, getting the rocket on off of my car roof here to get it cut up and designed. I twisted the wrong way and fucked my back up. It's nobody's fault. It's just, that's why my back's fucked. To say that I have no say in what happened with Expo, fine. My name wasn't on the head and took all of that on board. She went and got the credit card, she went and paid for everything and got all of that sorted, fine. You know, I told them from day one, I'm offer my assistance so I can record, edit, produce, put it all up on YouTube to get flat earth awareness out there to a greater stretch and domain of people. That's exactly the same as what I did in 2018. So then I had literally 2 days full, 4 or 5 cameras and a whole lot of other stuff, all of the other information and PowerPoint presentations and stuff that I got off like Mark and Robbie and Dave that gave me all of this so I could produce all of these movies. After I'd finished creating all of the videos, a month afterwards, I sent her a PM message on Facebook. I'm going to read it to you, saying to her, I've finished producing everything, I've uploaded it, and what I do is, say the debate was 16 gigabyte in size, that's quite large. I upload things onto YouTube. I don't publish them, I just use it to put it onto YouTube, and then they have a download function, so when I download that same file from 16 gig, it becomes just over 1 gig in size. It's a great conversion tool to save space. Then when I've got the smaller sized file, I upload that onto my Google Drive so I can share it privately first to the attendees and to whoever else. The very first person I shared that drive link to was Adrian, telling her that I'm going to release the Google Drive link to all of the people in the attendees in the mailing list. And then in 2 weeks' time I'm going to publish what I have on YouTube to the general public so everyone can see what I've been getting asked for the month. Where's the clips? We'd like to see them. We'd love to see the debate. So I'm sticking to my word. That's all I'm doing. I've recorded it, produced it, done a shitload of fucking effort.
And Mark Keane is my handy right-hand man, left hand here at the moment, but right hand to you. He's set up all the playlist for today.
Unfortunately, my wife had a heart attack last year. She's got a stent and she had another little bit of an upset a couple of weeks ago. That, and I've got 2 teenage boys I have to homeschool because they have issues as well. So anybody who wants to think I don't have any empathy or heart, you don't know me. It's that simple. The posts that I put up on Facebook, I removed after things started getting heated, where I had this daughter, have a heart, don't knock mental illness. I have empathy, I have heart. That is why my 16-year-old daughter, when she saw us attacking me and my character, she jumped in. Now I've deleted that, so whatever happens, happens, but I wasn't going to let my daughter get dragged into it, or my other friend in Timaru, who I've helped out with legal issues with the police. If I'm supposedly broken copyright law, supply your evidence. Prove it. All footage, everything to do with what I've created and own outright is mine to do with if I please, because you were happy for me to record the whole event. It's only when thinks that she's got some controlling authority with what my property on my channel that this shit's happened. And just like everyone else, the moment you turn on her, shit starts happening. I didn't defame her. I sent an email out to the mailing list. Now, about the mailing list. Sent a mailing list out to about 77 different people. Magmite Hughes used that same mailing list to send out pay-per-view promotions with. People started complaining back to her because she CC'd them all into the email instead of using blind carbon copy, BCC. Okay? She sent that mailing list out to 77 other people, so 77 other people have that mailing list. I used it once to send an update to everybody, just to briefly tell them, you know, what I was up to, where I stood with the footage, because people were asking. Now, on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock, I had a gutsful. I had posted on the Flat Earth page, on the Facebook page, we are working hard getting the video sorted. Who the fuck is this we? I hadn't heard from her but once. You know? She called me a week or so before the end of May to arrange to come out.
So what's a good day for you?
I know I've got a pretty full-on week next week because I've got to get Lukey starting homeschooling. So
Yeah.
I've got to do all that.
Yeah.
But probably the week after. Say a Monday or a Tuesday in a week or so.
Yeah, a Monday or a Tuesday in a week or so.
Yeah.
All right then.
She didn't show. Monday, Tuesday, didn't show. The following week, Monday, Tuesday, she didn't show. I wouldn't have minded if she had input. But she does not have controlling authority over my property. So yeah, that's where I got the mailing list from. But on that Sunday conversation between 8 PM and midnight, I told her, and you'll hear the chat log, I'll read it to you in a minute. I told her that I had other things that needed to take priority. I had a bad back. I've spent a month doing this by myself. She's let me down because she hasn't showed up for the different things. I told her I didn't want to spend any more time on Flat Earth, and she wanted me to take these clips and create trailers and documentaries and use the footage. She wanted me to spend and she has no idea how much time it takes to do this shit, but it takes a fair whack of time to do it nicely. I just finished saying I've got no more time to spend on it. I felt, quite frankly, kicked in the teeth and treated like a servant or an employee to the family, to that would feel that they have to come and attack me and defend their mother for something that she has caused. You're really barking up the wrong tree. If you're concerned about your mother's well-being, you need to pick up the phone and call your mother some help, because I ended up having to. All right. So anyway, at the end of that 4-hour debate on Sunday, gives me the login name, the email address for the login name at Gmail, and the current password, and tells me to go in there, do what I want with the emails, because she didn't know how to sort out the emails and how to work Gmail, and then I spent until about 3 o'clock that morning getting all of the emails sorted out, making a new mailing list. 105 odd people. I don't do things for money, I do things out of principle, out of morals, out of ethics. Point being, at the end of Sunday, I had finished the conversation with, I'll have a look at the emails, and that was it. She supplied me them, that was it. I went online, did what I wanted to do, and fucking got exhausted by 3 o'clock and passed out. I wake up just after 9 or 6 hours later to text messages on my phone with her saying she's changed her mind, because I told her in my I've had a guts full, and during that 4 hours, that I've got no more time, I've had a guts full, and don't for a second think that you have any say on my property and what I do with my content on my channel, because you don't. Things, you know, the rules and the ground rules needed to be set down. I wake up the next morning, I've gotten a text from her, which I responded to, short and sweet, end of, and then I blocked her number, because you could see the switches flipped. I got an email from her, which I responded to, then I blocked her email address. I then find out, because I get notifications on my own content on my own channel, that she's then gone and slandered me on the very video, the after thoughts video of Flat Earth Conference, the very video where I am complimenting her and singing her praise. Now, who spent over 7 months organising the Flat Earth Conference at the Novotel in Ellerslie. She took it all on her own head and should not be ridiculed for the amount of effort and hard work she's put into this. She jumps on and tells me my name is mud, that I'm breaching copyright laws, that she doesn't consent, you know, all of that stuff. So she slanders me twice in comments on that. Then I find out she's at Facebook doing it as well, because I'm finding out now from other people that are all of a sudden realising there's something going down. They're all emailing saying, look out, you're in the shit with. I just finished telling her on the email, have a nice life, I want nothing more to do with you. So anyway, so after I dealt with that, because in my book, silence is acquiescence. If you don't respond to something that's been publicly posted, then you're agreeing to what's been said about you. So I responded. Now, I didn't defame her or slander her in any way. I offered my opinion from my perspective and stated facts. And if she's got all of this wonderful defending family that are quite happy to attack me on a keyboard and ring me up and threaten to kill me, then what's wrong with them picking up the phone if they're really worried about their mother's mental state and getting her some help? You know, I didn't see this loving, wonderful, defending siblings or children of helping her in any way, shape or form with the flat earth stuff. I didn't see them for 3 months. I keep all of my calls because muppets like her son Carl ring up and threaten to kill me. Because some people cannot control their own actions. Some people do not use logic and reason. Some people are emotional creatures and let their emotions govern them. And I have emotions, I have empathy, but I don't let them control what I do. They are only one part of a wider amount of knowledge that governs how I act and what I do. So, without further ado, I'm going to be posting these up. You'll see them all on that side there when I'm reading them out. This is the chat log from the May the 29th that I got from at 5:37 in the afternoon. It says here, just got another bloody 30 ban on account, because she has 2 accounts. I can't believe it. It wasn't anything that broke standards at all. There's reason she keeps getting another 30-day ban, because she has no filter. no self-control, and it's okay to have passion. I must have someone following me around and reporting everything I post or comment on. Again, speculation, paranoia, or perhaps she's just not understanding that you cannot breach standards and not get punished for it. We are all responsible for our own actions. You seem to blame everyone else for your actions. But this is why videos like this I have to make now, to defend my innocence, because of slander and hearsay and speculation and paranoia and stories that get made up inside people's heads and have no basis in reality. Then on Monday 12/19, which was the Monday after May the 29th, I wrote, here is a link. Now this is after not hearing from her for a month. Here is a link to FEXPO NZ Google folder, where you can access the complete clips. Lots to look through, just the 2.5 hour debate left uploading, which should be done by tonight. The link allows you to watch them all. I am thinking of simply sending the link to all on the emailing list, so they can have first viewing, along with supplying each speaker and Skyper a link also. Then, in a couple of weeks, release them out to the general public. I'm getting a few questions as to when they will be available. I will not be able to go to Mahanaland, simply cannot afford it, and are pretty busy. I have to focus more on my law studies and getting the boys into Te Kura for homeschooling, and I'm giving Flat Earth a break for a while, and I send her the link. I get a response from her, call. I will take a look and then arrange to have it sent to the database. So she thinks she's going to have it sent to the database. I've just finished telling her what I'm going to do, but if she wants to send it, have at it. She is the very first person I supplied these links to, because I wanted her to have a look at them. I then have to tell her how to fucking download them all. Moving on. The Saturday after that, at 9 o'clock or 9 p.m. Oh no, so this not Sunday night, Saturday night. Queen's birthday weekend screwed me up. Saturday night, 9 o'clock. It wasn't 8, it was 9. I have only checked Facebook now and seen your message as far as the database is concerned. I see in your email and text you didn't want anyone to see your performances. They sounded very good in my opinion, and I would not have spent over 10 days editing them if there was an issue. I was not aware that you had gotten complaints from anyone about sending everyone's email to each other. We all make mistakes in that regard. As for not being categorized, as you had sent an Flat Earth update to the mailing list, I saw no issue. I did remove Mad Mike from the list and another that had bounced previously. It was just a bad email. Email address. I did not see anything about you sending them from a Gmail account, and are frankly somewhat annoyed by one of your Flat Earth New Zealand posts stating, "We are working hard to get the videos done." After only hearing from you once, spending a month editing constantly without any assistance, that pissed me off, frankly, and it did. Who the fuck is we? I have had one call from you, arranged for last Monday or Tuesday, but you didn't show, nor call. As you know, I have not been well. Add Leah's back in hospital 10 days ago with another heart problem, and my having collapsed vertebra in my back, which the spinal x-ray I mentioned to you I was going to have, showed. I am constantly in considerable amount of pain, and are awaiting to hear from my doctor what the next move is. I have 2 boys to homeschool, and are pushing to get my law stuff completed. I know you want to get more FE stuff done, and more power to you. Given what you achieved, I am certain you will go well, or you'll do well. But I am not going to spend any more time with the conference footage. With the clips you have access to do you have access to, you could easily have the DVD made. However, most things are online, and my goal from day one was to offer my recording abilities and edit them all up, which I have done, and as you know, a lot more. As a side note, my back got fucked up when getting the wood for the rocket, lifting and tilting, and after the 2-day event my back just gave out, and it's been downhill ever since. I do not like complaining, by the way, as it's nobody's problem but my own. However, also giving up ciggies, so my wick is short. Well, that fucked up. After her bullshit, I'm back smoking. And I'm not blaming her for it, it's just because of the stresses, I'm now fucking back smoking again. I appreciate what you did. All I'm saying is this is a reply to my wick is short. I appreciate what you did. All I am saying is, where did you get the database? Well, hello, I got the database from you CCing it to everyone. From your fuck up. Sorry guys, had to switch cameras. Battery died. Where were we? If it is from the one I sent weeks ago, that was all contacts I have on Gmail, including lots of random ones that I should not have been sent to. So I need to see all those, as they were not meant to be attached to that one I sent out. It was a mistake. I did not know how to separate them into FE and non-FE people. There's a lot more been added since then from the conference, so you can just send me the database you have sent it to. Sorry about your back. And then I sent her the Flat Earth mailing list. Then she says, okay, cheers. Please don't send anything else to that lot. Half of them are not Flat Earth. Then I respond back to, just edit and return, as only I can share folder to specific emails, because it's my Google Drive, so only I have the authority to share it. That's why I told her to download it. Folder share is off, so no one can access that link anymore, because of singing videos being in the folder. Moving on. She says, the thing is, because it was not sent from the website email, you were going to get all the responses instead of me. And then I respond, that's why I wanted to send, because I deleted all of those ones that were not FEs and added all the new ones. Then I can leave a comment with the share to comment to your email to counter her issue about them responding to me. I was just going to say, well, I can put a comment in the share and say everybody respond. I don't really give a fuck, quite frankly. Whatever to correct list is copy and paste into doc file or email to me. It took about 12 days to upload all the content to the drive. Just emailed private link to drive folder so you can download the clips onto your Google Drive or hard drive. Then you can do as you wish with them. And then I send her, let me know when you have downloaded them all so I can delete them from the Google Drive. Because my Google Drive's getting quite full. Then she sends to me, I don't know how to download it. I needed help navigating Gmail. I find it all very confusing. That's why I couldn't separate all the emails, hence the reason I needed to get with you. She needed my help, in other words. We didn't have a time and date. We didn't have a time and date? Really?
So what's a good day for you?
I've got a pretty full-on week next week, but probably the week after. Say a Monday or a Tuesday in a week or so.
Yeah, a Monday or a Tuesday in a week or so.
Yeah.
All right then.
That I failed to turn up to. Every other time I've come was arranged. No. See, she told me that she had forgotten about Monday, Tuesday, or she thought it was the following week. So here she is saying we didn't have a time and date that I failed to turn up to, is a blatant lie. She says, how do I download the file? And I respond, Google Drive is not Gmail. It is a separate thing. check your email, then click on the drive link I sent you. Then double click on any of the clips. Up the top right corner, second icon in is download. Then it will automatically start downloading straight to your downloads folder. You'll know what I mean, because her son is quite techo savvy. He knows what I mean by that. Now she sends, I've opened it and see the files but don't know what to do next. Then I say, double click on any clip. When it plays, when the play window opens, look up the top right of the window. Then she says, okay, can't I just download the whole file? And then I respond, there is a down arrow into a box. Then she responds, yep, I see that now. Oh, I respond, you don't have to watch the clip, just click the download icon. It'll start up down in the bottom left of your browser. Then if you open the My Computer icon, go to downloads and they will be there. Then cut and paste where you like. My Computer icon on your desktop. Then she sends me, I think I downloaded them all now. Please do not send anything else to people on my database from your computer. Also, do not post anything on YouTube until we do it together and make a separate YouTube channel for it. No, again, don't forget, I've told her I don't want to spend any more time on Flat Earth or stuff to do with the conference. I really wish you had not sent anything out yet until we had discussed it. Now I'm in a mental frenzy over it. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate your work, but really, Mark, I put my heart and soul into making this conference happen. And the end result should have been carefully managed by the two of us. And that was it. Then she sends, I could have come up any day to assist you and was waiting for you to say when it was convenient, and I feel horrible that you think I left it all up to you. I don't think that. You did leave it all up to me. Everyone knows that you would do it. You were the one doing the recording and editing, and when I said we, I expected that I would have some part in the process, but seems you went ahead anyway and didn't need me. At the end of the day, it was a lack of communication. Yeah, a lack of communication, and the final click to send to people should have been agreed on both of us and sent from the website. I don't want any glory for any of it. I just didn't want anyone to see my singing, as I was very sensitive to what I sounded like. It was a bad sound and does not reflect or do me any justice. Well, I disagree, and it's my content, so I have final say. Perhaps if you had a bit more confidence about how good you actually were, it would have been all right. You wouldn't have, but if you were confident enough to get up and jazz sing in an area with 50 people in it, then what the hell? Then she continues, no one was sitting in the seats in front. Everyone was talking and ended up in the bar or outside. Hardly anyone clapped, not a good look, and I just felt stink, that's all. Absolutely nothing to do with your work on it. So this is me responding after she said she thinks she's downloaded them all. Good you have them. I will not send anything else to the database instead of your database. It ceased to be yours when you mistakenly sent it to everyone else. I do not appreciate being told what to post on my YouTube, by the way. You seem to think you have final say over my footage. You do not. As a courtesy, I will not post your performances given your sensitivities. However, if you're sensitive about your performances, why promote them as part of the conference for 2 months, perform in front of 50 people, and then take issue? I thought you were really good. Everyone was simply enjoying themselves. But if that's how you feel, I have no problem not publishing the songs. And then I went and removed the songs out of the shared folder, so the people that I sent the link to, the initial database that she sent to everyone, those people I sent the link to couldn't see her singing. Alright. Then she responds, live sound is not the same as recorded sound unless you do it in a studio. I know that. And I respond, and yet as I had to upload to YouTube everything not published, I do this so that when I download them from YouTube, after uploading them, the file size shrinks. Example, the 16 gigabyte debate uploaded to YouTube, and I could download it at 1 gigabyte in size, so I could upload to the Google Drive and share to you. Anywho, point being, 4 of your performances due to YouTube algorithms got me a copyright strikes. And by that I mean the videos that covers that she sung, the original artist detected, which to me is a compliment because it means that you sound pretty much like the original, so yes, they're going to detect it. It's only a copyright concern if I was using a monetized channel and getting some sort of commercial gain from it. I'm not. I don't monetize my channel. It is not about the money. For me, anyway. Where was I? As they were detected as the originals, so I would take that as a compliment. It happened to me a few years ago when I uploaded myself playing Tears in Heaven on the guitar. I do not monetize, so the strikes mean all. Now, she responds. I don't want to argue about who owns what, Mark. Just because you know you're wrong. All I am saying is we should have decided on things together, which should have saved all of this tension and mess with the database. Upload wherever you like then, but just do not put my singing as part of it, please. I'm not doing anything else for Flat Earth. I had some ideas, but I quit. If I had have had a proper team from the start, even you wouldn't have had such a burden to manage. People are not prepared to front up, so I am not making any other effort, and I just going to let the website and Gmail lapse and disappear. And then I respond. To argue is to clarify. The database was used for an update a week or so, just the once, and I heard no complaints. There is no debate over who owns what. The footage is, and always has been, mine, so being told what to do with it does not go down well. I do not mind being asked, but being told will not work out well. Again, as I stated via the private message at the beginning, I wish to let the attendees and whatnot have first viewing, then release it to YouTube. Making DVDs for revenue when one wants to have free education does not sit well with me. I do not do what I do for money, never have nor will. There is no tension. I have been doing all of the producing, which I prefer to have done so by myself. It was just the posting about the clip on the Flat Earth New Zealand page, like we are working hard to get the clips, and then in brackets, or the like didn't go down well, especially when no we existed with them. I had expected to hear from you, but figured you were busy with moving and taking a breather from it all. Just felt somewhat ignored since the conference. Mind you, in hindsight, given my last week, probably safer. And then she sends, whatever, Mark. Every other post I made, which were loads, always stated you were the one doing it. Whatever, fine, good night. Then she sends, all you needed to do was say come up tomorrow or whatever day, and I would have been there like a flash. I got the idea you were sick. All you needed to do was text anytime. I didn't want to bother you. We had a good relationship and friendship, and now, well, it's fucked, and I don't care. I just don't want my singing vids going to anyone, that's all. And then I sent back, we arranged a time, which when I rang you forgot, made it to the next Monday, Tuesday, nothing. Look, it doesn't matter. As for the, and this is me still, as for the singing vids, I did not hear you the first time. It is a shame you feel so little about your singing abilities. I really did like it, but whatever, no worries, that does not matter to me. I thought you would have liked them, guess not. As for the other vids, I will not publish until people that attended have first viewing, as I stick to what I say. And then she sends me, if you want to work on the database and website, you can. Simply go to the Gmail and type in admin.co.nz with the password that I gave you, and you can manage it all. The contacts have been filtered to just flat earthers, and also I added the extra ones from the conference. Every time I ask a new flat earther for their email, I just compose an email and tell them they are added. Problem if I email, say, the screen printer, they get auto added to the contact lists as well, and I did not know how to separate them, so each time I sent email to flat earthers I would just delete the ones I did not want it to go to. She responds with, each time I would use BCC, but there was one time I accidentally used CC and all the emails showed up at the other end, and that's when I got the complaints. So she's admitting this is her fault. And that was the lot you sent the files to. I respond to her saying, yep, that was when Mad Mike used the list to email everyone, but no one complained when I updated them last week or so. Point is, 77 people have the list, all can be done. Then she sends to me, the contacts on Gmail is okay now, so I guess the downloads could be sent to the ones that were not on the list you had. Alright, so she's now telling me to send the downloads. She says, I've only been using Gmail for flat earthers, and other randoms I use my personal one. And then I sent to her, the link sent no longer works, I turned it off, can't turn it on again, next link needs to be made and then resent to all. And then she sends to me, so sorry I freaked out, my mind has been hurt lately and I'm reacting badly. I appreciate you, Mark, I really do. And then I go, okay, well, all is on the Gmail and it has been updated. And then she sends me after that, the website and Gmail will be gone soon, so if you want to copy the Gmail, the emails and admin FENZ and organise it all, you can. I have decided I don't want any more to do with it because I can't trust anyone. And that was where she left it. Alright, so right there she's giving me the login, the password, telling me I can do whatever the f I like. She's chucking it in, she quits, she can't trust anyone. Whatever, Mark. Alright, so that's the I've had to put up with. 1 minute she does, 1 minute she doesn't, because I'm telling her you don't have any control over it, and that's the problem. Anyway, the morning after that, on Monday, I get this text come through on my phone number from, hi, this is for the record. I do not give you consent to upload onto YouTube or any other platform any recorded materials or photos from the Flat Earth Conference. I do not give you consent to use or send any material from the conference to any emails that have stemmed from the Flat Earth Expo Gmail account. As far as I am concerned, you have violated copyright material and used it for your own purpose, without my consent as the sole organizer. You have also unlawfully sent my copyrighted song performances to people without my consent, and you are hereby being warned to stop using all this material and posing as an administrator for Flat Earth Expo Aotearoa. And then I go and respond to her before blocking her number. Really? It's my property, my footage, consent is not required, neither is your attitude. And then I finish off with, before blocking her, I will do as I wish, when I wish. If not admin, you had best not supply me the login and the password like you did 24 hours prior. Do not think you have any say over what I do with my property. End of. Okay? Then of course I get an email from, because not only did she harass me in the text message, flip-flopping on her opinion with what she just said in that chat log, I get this email. Hi Mark, I sent you a phone text but need to make sure you get the message. I do not consent for any of the Flat Earth Conference material you recorded to be uploaded by you to any social platform including YouTube and Facebook, or send any of the material out on email. I have found that it is actually copyrighted material under my name, and you had no right to use it for your own purpose or glory. I don't give a f about glory. You can stick your glory. What I give a f about is having my good name defamed. I am truly upset about how you have mishandled this material, acting as if you are the admin for Flat Earth, and even sending a letter to those people from your personal email account. How else am I supposed to send a f***ing email? I am asking you to remove the video you made on YouTube channel and cease to make any use of the material as of this moment or until further notice. I have changed the password on the Gmail account and changed my mind about you going into it or the website or using any of the emails you have taken, as I have had consultations since messaging you that you could. So she's consulted with someone between midnight and 9:23 in the morning and 10:07 in the morning. Then it says, I feel deeply violated by your decisions to do all this behind my back. Are you kidding me? I emailed it to her first. I didn't do anything behind her back. I consulted with her. I told her what I wanted to do. And arguing with me about it. Not even caring how it made me feel or affected me. That is what you call emotional blackmail. Without my knowledge, and ask you to cease using it in every fashion until such time as this can be sorted out. I do not want to have to take any further action, Mark. Don't threaten me. You, of all people, should know how the law works, and I do not want to see you uploading anything up anymore or acting as some kind of head honcho, as I am the sole administrator and organiser of the FEXPO Aotearoa 2019, and I have rights and don't want to hear any arguments about it. Is that right, Mum? You don't get to act like that to me when I've spent 3 months doing nothing but supporting and making the conference happen. My response to Adrian, before I block her email after blocking her phone number: I want nothing more to do with you and suggest you consult with a medical professional. I shall do whatever I wish to do with my property, including the footage. I accessed at your request the Gmail and have everything I require. Thanks. I have never acted as head honcho at any time. You do not control what I do, so best learn that. And yes, I know the law far better than yourself. If you did not have my assistance, you would not have succeeded with FEXPO. If you wish to continue with veiled threats, I have much more footage and recorded calls, including a 3.5-hour interview, so do not threaten me.
I've been interviewing people. I've been interviewing people for the last 10 years of my life now, and I would say this is the most terrifying interview that I've ever been a part of.
You are blocked, as will your email address be when I have sent this response to your delusional email. Seek professional help and do not ever presume to tell me what to do with my own content. Enjoy your life. I have no wish to be in it. Whatever I get from you, including these emails, will be published. As always, general public can judge. Alright, and then I blocked her email address, thinking, great, that's the end of it. Then I get notifications on my afterthoughts video that it had left posts, new posts on my comments section of my videos where I'm complimenting her. I then, and those were, the first one she posted was, and you won't see these anymore on that afterthoughts video because first I reported them as harassment and slander. I then blocked and deleted them. Alright? Because I don't allow slander to stay on my channel. That's not me censoring stuff, that's me taking untruths off, but not before I actually got copies of them to take to the police. First one: your name is mud for sharing copyright material as if you own it outright. You don't, and I do not consent to you sharing any of the recordings or part thereof on your channel or anywhere else behind my back. You have no right. I have every right. It's not behind your back. I've informed you I was doing it. And given the way that you have just slandering me, that's why I put your singing up, because one, I actually like them, and I believe everyone else that gets to watch them would like them too. And the second comment she left on the afterthoughts video on my YouTube channel, which got reported and then deleted, was Mark Keane has been using the copyrighted material recordings from the event without my consent. He sabotaged part of the Flat Earth New Zealand database I built and sent the whole event file out to them behind my back. I sent them a link to my Google Drive, my file, my software, my content, my shit, my say so, behind my back to gain some type of credit. It's not for credit, I am sticking to my word. I do what I say I'm going to do. That's why I showed up every weekend to go out flat smacking and promoting the conference, because I said I would. You should by now have learnt that. We were supposed to get together and discuss what would be done with it all, but he has broken my trust. I have asked him to remove this video. I have reported it to YouTube. Well, if you've reported it to YouTube, how come it's still up? And made it clear that I do not consent to any sharing of the files to anyone unless I agree. But he said he's just going to upload it all on his channel and ignoring my requests. It's great how she changes the narrative to make it sound good, eh? You've heard the chat. He is the most arrogant, nasty person, and I am horrified he would take what I created and abuse it this way. You can't just volunteer to help record a private conference, then send it out to whoever you like, but he seems to think he owns it all. I do own it all. This also includes copyright songs I sung at the event. Unsub this guy and report the video to support me, and also see the live vid I made last night that I have posted to all the Flat Earther groups and pages. Cannot believe this dude, really. Okay, so those two, because she is slandering me openly there, got reported. And the other post that she put up on Flat Earth Auckland, New Zealand's website was, I hear, so it's hearsay, Malicious Mark Keane is now spamming all the event files to the emails without my consent. See how this descriptive language is coming in? Spamming. Sabotage. Keeping to my word. Spamming all the event files to emails without my consent. Do not open these files, as you will be breaching copyright laws. Why don't you try using fear to stop everybody from opening a file that was legally shared to them? Do not listen to him. He is doing this deliberately. Yes, I am following through with what I said. Sending it to the attendees so they get first view. I'm going to send it to the speakers, and then I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube in 2 weeks. Now I hear is slandering me on all the groups, saying I am bipolar. You are exhibiting bipolar behaviour. 1 minute really, really happy, the next minute completely angry, the next minute trying to be sweet. You have issues that need medical assistance. This is unacceptable, but again, that's only my opinion, because I'm not a medical professional and cannot diagnose that. But judging by my some 20 years of dealing with people with mental health issues, I believe I can judge things like that fair enough. Please report any comments to admin and Facebook. Remove and block him from all the FE groups so he cannot continue his charade. I have the police and lawyer involved about what he has done. Please help me stop him in his attacks. Dun 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 dun. Needed some good sort of like background music there, some dark and ominous shit. So you can see her posting that was after I blocked her email and blocked her cell phone, because I wasn't putting up with her bullshit anymore. But this is just my opinion again, and I have the freedom to express it. Everybody seems to bow down to people that use emotional blackmail and shit. I don't. Emotional blackmail does not work with me. Defamation is when you are putting things out in public, slandering someone else, making untruths. If you want to say I've breached a copyright law, supply the section or the legal provision of what act I have done. You're threatening to lodge copyright complaints on my own content that I created and filmed. You need to go and get some legal advice from someone that's actually a lawyer. And try finding a good lawyer. This is what I posted. I drafted this and I posted it on Facebook, and I posted it as a response to some of her other shit. I'm not sure where it's all posted and I don't give a fuck, but this is all factually accurate. And I start with, has lost her mind. The footage is, it always has been, mine, and clearly by the comments she is openly defaming me. Anyone that knows me knows that I am not a man to have as an enemy. I spent a month producing my footage for everyone, which from day one I stated I would do. I was the only one that lugged after making the public boards, created the website, made the sign and rocket, did all the Skype arranging, supplied my own cameras, PC, etc, while she took in the cash. I was never paid anything other than $20 gas, and the conference would not have happened if I did not help her. I am not interested in glory and will not be demeaned, defamed or threatened. I have blocked her cell after her threatening text. I have blocked her email after her threatening emails. I reported her to YouTube for harassment and blocked her on YouTube and Facebook, both identities. We are all well aware that the slightest thing can set her off. Although she has passion, she has terrible skills conversing with people. I have limits, and she reached them. I spent a month without any contact other than a call about a missing sign, and while she was gallivanting around Mahana land, I was producing my content. She has no say over. As a courtesy, I was not going to release her singing, which I liked personally, and her attempts to, on many various avenues, to defame me. In only 14 hours, she can quite frankly go f*** herself. Anyone that knows me or what I do knows that they had best have their facts straight. And she has f***ed herself with the knife clearly lodged in my back. I wish her all the best in the world and issue a stern warning to everyone else: beware of this narcissist. I spent 1 month solid editing my footage while I heard nothing from her. Then she posts, "We are working hard on the videos." We? Get real. I heard from her once since the conference, made times for her to come out, and she was a no-show. She then sent an email with everybody's email in CC, so as I heard nothing from her, I emailed an update to the people on the list, which she gave to all. I then send her a private link to the clips, hear nothing, so I send it to all on the mailing list, and I am a man of my word, and had stated such. Next thing you know, I am getting, "It's my footage, I do not consent, you have violated law, blah blah blah." She chose the wrong man to defame publicly, and as all footage is mine, I will do what I want, while people patiently wait. She wanted to f*** around more, didn't want her singing posted, yet she performed to 50 people. Because no one clapped, and were too busy enjoying their dinner and talking amongst each other. So f*** her. Sick to death of people telling me it's upset. Never mind the teeth kicking I have had to put up with. See? They're all gone. How you going to kick them in? Being treated like an employee, and no, never being paid anything. As I offered my skills and time, I don't want money. I hate this. No NDA, non-disclosure agreement, no contract between us, and she is threatening further action. Claims I have violated law. What law? It's my property, my video, my time, my effort, and now have a knife in my back from a narcissist with unstable personality. I do not mean to say give a flying if she is upset. She needs to concentrate on her job application and not try to censor what I publish or control that which she has no control over, namely me. If she had a valid copyright issue, she would use YouTube or Facebook process for such, but as she doesn't, she has threatened me via text and email, defamed me on Facebook and on the very YouTube clip of mine that I give her compliments in. What the fuck? She has been blocked, reported, and if she continues I will prosecute her for her defamation. She should look it up. Harmful Digital Communications Act and the Defamation Act, and look up the Harassment Act. Completely understand what the interpretation of a specific act is, and then see if you fall into that. She really picked the wrong guy to with, and that was all I posted. After that, her daughter jumps online and starts telling me she's a single mum, have a heart, don't pick on mental illnesses. Then my 16-year-old daughter jumps in to defend her dad, me, and I don't want that continuing. I didn't expect to jump in and do what she did, and I'm not wanting that continued, so I deleted the post. The best way to stop it is just to remove it. Anyway, after that, I get a phone call the following day at 11:40 from Adrian's elder son. He threatens to kill me, tells me to take everything down off YouTube or else. You guys can listen to the footage.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Is this Mark?
Speaking.
Hey, how's it going, man? This is son?
Oh,
No, Carl.
okay. Never met you.
Yeah, no, I've never met you either, but I've got my mum ringing me up on the phone like half suicidal, mate.
Well,
Okay.
then I would suggest you call some help for her.
And I would suggest that if you don't stop, I'd
Stop
suggest
what?
that you fucking
Stop.
watch your
Don't
fucking
stop-
back,
don't make me-
motherfucker, 'cause
don't
I
make
will
freaks
come
to
and
me,
fucking
buddy.
kill
This-
you, boy.
Will you? Would
I
you
will
like
fucking
this
kill
call's
you,
recorded and we'll
motherfucker.
go
You
to
think
the
I'm joking?
police?
Think I give a fuck? I will kill you.
Go for it.
Mark my fucking words if you don't stop.
Go
fucking
for it,
calling my
mate.
mother,
You need to
motherfucker.
get your mother some help. It's that
Yeah, you need
simple.
to fucking leave her alone.
Get your mother some help. You know what she's like. Everybody else knows what she's like. I did nothing but help her for months and got kicked in the teeth from her. So if you've got a problem,
just
you
contact with her instead of fucking. Why don't you be the bigger man?
I
and just
did
talk to me
break
instead of
contact
doing
with
all
her.
this shit on
Every
YouTube?
insult and every
I'm letting
defamatory
you
comment
performances
she
and shit.
gave me, I blocked it straight away. I'm not
You're
interested in her shit.
releasing fucking documents, her documents, that you're releasing performances.
What have I released?
Like, what kind of fucked up shit is that?
What have I released?
Well, that's what she's told me.
Oh, well, then you best get your fucking facts straight before you listen to hearsay, eh? She's defamed the crap out of me and I ain't released fucking nothing. It's that simple.
Well,
so you get your fucking facts straight before you ring me up and threaten to kill me, mate. Or the cops will be around on your fucking doorstep. Don't you dare ring me up and fucking abuse me, you arsehole. I don't fucking know you from a bar of soap, but I've had to deal with your f***ed up mother for 3 fucking months.
Hey, watch
She turns
yourself,
around
mate.
and
Watch
stabs
what you
me
say.
in the back. Go fuck yourself.
Nah, but you just make sure you don't upload any of this fucking...
After that call, I hung up on him while he was still speaking. Sounded like he was telling me to take something down or whatnot. But straight after that call, fuck knuckle decides to, seeing I hung up on him, send me a couple of texts. So he then sends, it says, "I watching the videos you have put in your YouTube, you fucking piece of shit, you better take them down." Followed by, "Apparently there are a few people that want to kick your teeth in, mate. Be careful." Again, they're missing anyway. Followed by, "Oh, I now have your address." I guess Adrian gave it to him. Followed by, "I will only warn you once." And finishing off with, "You've got 1 hour to remove anything with my mother in it on YouTube, or I'll be coming to see you in your little ambulance." I'm right here, in my ambulance. So I guess you didn't show. I guess you got a phone call. Anytime you want to come out and threaten to kill me, or try your best, you know, I don't want to put you at the barrel of a gun or anything, but if you want to try shit, don't push it. You're not the first fuckwit that's tried to come out and have a go at me because of something on YouTube. The last fucker got trespassed as well. Never saw him again. So don't make threats to me, especially when you don't know who you're dealing with. And now that you've listened to that footage, this is, ironically, while I was gathering all the evidence together for the cops, because her son had just threatened me at my own property because she has given him my address. He now has my address. I can only assume that was given to him by her. So she's giving out personal details, breaching my privacy and endangering my life and, by extension, my entire family's safety at the family home.
New voice message received today at 12:47 p.m.
Hi Mark, it's Adrian. I'm really upset and I'm here to can you just please stop? Please don't. I'm not feeling very well. I just want us all to stop. I wish that we could have just got together and talked about it like we agreed. I don't know why this is doing so nasty. All I did was tell you I was unhappy that you sent all that stuff out. It's all, man. I want you to stop uploading my performances and any content, please. I'm asking you. Any content from the conference. This is a legal issue now, please. Any content from the conference, you must take it down. All my song performances and the video that you did on the 29th of April. Asking you, please remove it. I want you to remove all your posts, slandering, defaming me. I'm asking you now, can you please stop the cyberbullying? Because this is getting legal and I'll find the police. I want you to take all these things down off YouTube, my performances. I've asked you and I've taken photographs of saying I do not consent to my private performances being on your YouTube channel, on every one of them, Mark. You must stop it right now. Okay, you've got to stop it, otherwise you're going to be in this. You already are in the shit, okay? It's going to be dealt with legally. I'm just asking you nicely to remove any content of the conference, any pictures, any videos, anything of it, my performances, anything. No, stop now. Stop uploading, stop sharing.
This is affecting me, okay, and you know it. I want you to stop and remove everything. I've taken down my timeline video, explaining to people what happened from my point of view and being upset. Because I need support from my Facebook online community. That's all. I've taken that down. Okay, we must stop this now and deal with it legally. Thank you.
So while I'm getting all the evidence and trottling on down to the Kumea police station to file a report against his threats to kill me, and to report her defamation, and to get them both trespassed, and seeing his daughter or son would rather defend their mother on a keyboard instead of picking up a phone and getting her some help, I also asked the police to please send a crisis team round to have mentally assessed, because that behaviour is not normal and needs to be either chemically corrected or sorted out. You know, instead of bowing down to her emotional blackmail and victim playing that she's doing, you should see that all of this was created by her delusion. At no time has that footage ever been hers. At no time has there ever been an agreement like that, and I stick to that. So think very hard if you want to continue defaming me, you want to ring up and do this sobbing, I'm really upset, I don't give a f***. You don't seem to have given a f*** how much upset you've caused me, telling me I'm in trouble, telling me I've done all of these things without supplying a shred of proof. This video will show you how to back what you're saying with evidence. I've shown every shred of evidence of what actually happened. That's the end of it. I'm not wasting any more of my time going on about it. I have bigger fish to fry, quite frankly. As far as the expo and stuff's concerned, I'm going to finish publishing her songs first and foremost because I like them. I do it for fair use, for public information and education, and you had best learn, don't you ever threaten me again. Hopefully your son would have got a phone call from the police by now, if not a visit, telling him to pull his head in, so hopefully it's the last I'm going to hear from him. And you can stop calling and leaving messages. I want absolutely nothing more to do with you. Stop trying to contact me. Stop trying to slander and defame me. If you've got a legal avenue to pursue, pursue it. Much love to you all. To the attendees, I hope you're enjoying the full access that you have now. I've got my life to go and carry on with now. Bye.
Rainbows in the dark. Cock it, let it go. Load it, cock it, let it go. Load it, cock it, let it go. Load it, cock it, let it go.